Welcome to Game Chat, Conquest gaming podcast, in which us two, maybe some guests here along the way, will switch in and out. We'll have a little bit of banter and hopefully entertain you with our shenanigans. But it's all about video games and that. Yeah, I suppose it doesn't matter. So yeah, we're just we're not representing anyone. We're just drinking.
Yeah.
So, I'm one of your hosts, Rhys Baldwin, alongside Michael Jones, and our guest for this episode, returning, Nathan Watkins.
Hey guys.
You'll know him as Nathaniel Square. He'll be on the Xbox people, GTA Pimp, all that hashtagging.
Pimp.
Stuff.
Pimp.
Okay, so this episode is all about E3. E3 is fast approaching.
Sadly.
Yeah.
I prefer the build up to it than actual happen.
Oh, I love it. So, last 2 years, I've been watching all the press conferences. And I love it. Just the reveals that happen. When Final Fantasy VII Remake got unveiled, Shenmue, God of War, Last of Us Part 2, but that was PSX.
Yeah.
These reveals are fantastic. The crowd get into it.
Well,
They treat Shuei Yoshida like he's a rock star. Is great. He came out...
that's the way they treat them over in Japan.
Yeah, well, he came out for PSX and everyone chanting Yoshida, Yoshida, and it's just great to see like that sort
The
of
respect
and just that love for the industry, the reveals. So topic one, we're going to split it down, into different conferences for each segment, so we can get through them all and sort of give our thoughts, what's going to be there, what we think's going to be there, and then at the end, in topic 4, we're going to give our predictions. So 3 or 2, depending on how many predictions we can think of, that we believe are going to happen at E3. Topic 1 is about Sony and Bethesda. So Sony's press conference, what are we expecting to see? Like last year, we had Days Gone. That's a given. I think that's either coming out late this year or early next year.
I think this year.
It's gonna have a showing at E3 and it looks good. Like Ben Studio, I beforehand didn't know much about them. I know they do I think they done the Uncharted Vita game,
Not sure.
Golden Abyss or
But Sony
whatever
got
it's
this.
called, but
Sony got a track record of finding some magical team and giving them loads of money to make something amazing.
yeah, exactly. Like most of Sony's sort of the developers really do push the boundaries.
Yeah.
Japan studio.
They have the time for it. They have the money
Yeah.
for it. They're given free rein. It's nice to see. When I saw the trailer for Days Gone, although it's heavily scripted, the
Yeah.
sequence of events that they go through, you can see it's heavily scripted, but it's still the idea of it looks amazing. It's like World War Z,
The way the zombies sort of just
Yeah.
amass
and
and
you
great
put zombies
horde.
down, they'll just pile up on top of each other to get
Yeah.
inside things or through things.
It's quite terrifying. Like imagine that as VR. That would be crazy.
That'd be mind blowing.
Running away from just that
Everything.
mass amount of zombies.
Everything
just
could be
watching the trailer, the game looks scary.
Yeah, it looks daunting,
excited.
tense.
It's one of the reasons I want a PlayStation,
Yeah, it
if not the only reason.
really
I want a
is
PlayStation.
one of
Have you
my
not got a
most
PlayStation?
No.
It's one of my most hyped games for the Sony catalogue anyway. But as I was saying, like Japan Studio, Naughty Dog, Bend, Insomniac, which is kind of his own thing, but they do PS games. Sucker Punch,
What, the film?
No.
Yeah, the film.
the game developer,
All
they
right.
have like sort of partnerships and internal studios that just really produce fantastic games.
They do.
Days Gone, can't wait for. God of War got unveiled last year E3 in this grand sort of orchestral style.
Yeah.
The
Blowout.
thing I like about God of War is that you don't see many games having the bond between the father and son.
No, that's
Oh,
true.
What do you mean? The trailer and stuff?
I like the fact that they bring in that into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your son gets into trouble and the dad has to sort it out all the time. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can see that being it.
Like I don't really never played a God of War. I'd like to say I
Yeah,
have, but I don't think I have.
The prize, what is he? He's like Kratos, the god of something. He wasn't supposed to be war, but he was a god of something, and
Yeah.
his wife gets kidnapped, or his god wife gets kidnapped, and then he's on a mission to go bring her back.
It's God wife.
So he takes on loads of other gods, and that's how
Yeah.
it builds up, doesn't it?
I believe that's the premise. Like there's something about Mount Olympus in there somewhere.
Well, the
It's
thing is,
all
he's,
Greek
he's,
style
is Kratos
mythology.
Greek? I thought it was just made up.
I think Kratos might be, but I
Everything
think
else is.
I think it's inserted into the whole
Right, so he
Greek
has a fight with
mythology.
Poseidon and all that bollocks. Yeah.
I think so.
Right. Okay.
I know there are Greek aspects
The
there.
trailer looked great. It did. A lot of big boss battles. I know that throughout the entire series.
Yeah.
You're right. It does look great. I don't think it would be my type of game, though. In all honesty, no.
That's why I didn't do it, because for me it was either God of War or Devil May Cry, and I went Devil May Cry.
Right. I get you.
Mm-hmm.
It looks interesting. Like I like the whole the look of it, the feel of it. I like action games.
I like the fact he's grown up in it.
Yeah.
He's not a young man anymore.
Yeah, he's old man Logan, but
Yeah.
he's old man Kratos.
Yeah.
So
Still coming.
another one that's sort of frequently sort of popping its head, only to say hi, and then it goes away for quite some time, is Detroit Become Human. It had a trailer last year at E3 just showing the various different outcomes that can happen for whatever scenario. Take a gun, leave the gun, try an intimidation tactic.
That was
back
one
off.
with the guy on the edge of a cliff, not a cliff, a building, and
Yeah.
he's got like a human hostage.
Yeah, child hostage.
Yeah,
And he's like,
well-
I'm holding all the cards.
It's a dystopian future. It's like Blade Runner, isn't it? There's androids everywhere, and they're trying to break their own laws. Thou shalt not kill a
Basically,
human,
they're
that sort of
becoming
thing.
more
Self-aware.
self-aware and
'Cause it's
just
all AI.
intuitive.
Yeah. The first tech demo though was like 2 years before that, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's been around for quite some time. I'm not sure. Like I can imagine it must be hard to nail all the different scenarios, trying to code that in, make sure everything works fine.
And the
'Cause I
access-
don't know how long game development takes, but it has been there for quite some time. It's gotta be soon.
It's,
I think
it's on the
otherwise,
edge, isn't it? Yeah.
because Sony quite often run the risk of they announce a game too soon, and the hype train just keep on
And it
going,
weighs off.
and then we get No Man's Sky,
And,
which
Yeah,
ended up
well,
being.
and they try to
I
distance
enjoyed it.
themselves from as well. Yeah.
But yeah, you
But-
don't hear about it from them anymore.
No. Now it's shaping into the game that should have been released.
Yeah,
But the main character in Detroit though is that girl. She's the actress from The Following. She looks like a kid. Like she's not. She's like 13.
she's
but
the
she
main
looks
one,
like,
is she?
Yeah.
I
Well,
thought it was the android
I'm
himself.
not sure, but every demo that I've seen, or tech demo, she's the main character that you see in all the videos.
Right, I get you.
Apart from that one from last year, where you see an android cop going in to take down
Yeah,
an android
Connor.
aggressor.
Connor the android.
There you go. So I don't know. I think it might be one of those multi-plot intersecting kind of games, like Traffic, like a film. So you might play as
Definitely.
her sometimes, you might play as this other guy then other times.
That would be cool. So further on, then I'm guessing Activision with their partnership, they're gonna have Destiny 2 and Call of Duty on Sony's stage. Because Activision, like I'm not sure why they don't have their own conference, but I suppose they have BlizzCon.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
see Destiny at BlizzCon definitely.
But for E3,
I
I
don't
would
think
have
you'll
liked
see
an
Destiny.
Activision press conference.
I don't think you'll see
No?
Destiny at E3 other than it being presented by Activision and Blizzard themselves. I don't think it'll be on show at Microsoft's or Sony's.
Right. I'm firmly believing it'll be Sony due to their partnership, ongoing
I
partnership.
hope so. I want to see as much as I can, but
Yeah.
I just
I'm enamoured with that game.
yeah.
I can't wait.
Songs of praise.
So yeah, Call of Duty as well. It's going to be the same thing. They're going to probably show off the Zombie Chronicles. They won't give out a date for the Xbox One on Sony stage because it just won't work. The Zombie Chronicles will already be out. It was out on May 16th, I believe,
PS4.
for PS4, and that's the Black Ops 3 final DLC pack.
I honestly can't wait for that. To see Kino and Nact and
Yeah,
all the maps remastered is just
Gameplay looks great.
mind-blowing.
gameplay looks absolutely great. Once it comes to Xbox One, I'm jumping straight on that. Going to do a stream
Yeah.
and just
I don't blame him.
bang one out.
Uh-huh.
Hey.
Giggity.
So Call of Duty World War 2, once again, for the third year running, it'll be on Sony's stage, I
Yeah,
imagine.
more than likely, yeah.
Just a quick little
A bit of it.
It's usually a story reveal, isn't it? You jump
They-
into a mission, you'll see a bit of gameplay.
Yeah, you usually see this guy play out, or rather play through a scripted event of the first mission.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, furthermore, on Sony's stage, I'm guessing NAC 2, because I don't know when they started development, but they
Indie
debuted it at, I want to say PSX. Yeah, it weren't at E3 last year. They debuted it at PSX in November.
Never
December
paid
time.
attention to it. I didn't see it. Like I said, I've never had a PlayStation, so it's never been.
NAC 1 was really good.
I've never played
Like,
it either.
well,
In all honesty.
I say really good. It was really enjoyable as a game. It had its flaws. It was a good game, but
Just a
it's
giggle, really,
lovable. It's lovable.
Yeah,
it's a
it was
giggle. It has
something you play
charm.
with your kids.
Yeah, definitely. Like Shuhei said on the stage, that it's for casual and core gamers, and it's for the young at heart as well. And it's like,
Where's the hardcore element in this?
I
Now? Come
don't
on.
know where the hardcore element
Uh,
is. It's co-op now.
Wait,
Whatever.
I thought it was
that
anyway.
adds to it. No, the first one wasn't.
Armchair co-op. 2 people in the same room could play it.
I'm not sure.
Because it was 4 people,
'Cause-
wasn't it? It was 4
'cause-
little teddies running along.
No, I want to say no, but
Am I thinking
people
of a
will
different
correct
game?
me. NAC 2 this time. There's
I'm
a red
thinking
one
of
and a
Tiny
blue
Planet,
one.
night, Little Big Planet.
Yeah,
that's
Little
what I'm
Big
thinking
Planet.
of.
I think you're
Yeah.
thinking of. But anything to say about NAC?
I'm actually
Play.
glad that even though I've never played it, I'm actually glad that they're bringing in the whole co-op
Yeah,
into it, because obviously any game that doesn't have co-op that you want to play with your friends is quite frustrating.
yeah. I'm very much a co-op person. Playing alone doesn't appeal to me unless it's a massive RPG, and even then, I would love to go through a massive RPG with someone. Dragon Age co-op, that would be fantastic.
Yeah,
Apart
the
from
new
the side
Dragon
mode
Age,
it had.
they've announced something and they
Yeah, that'll be a bit
Yeah.
later. Also then, Spider-Man. When, where, how can I give you my money already?
I don't think we'll see this on Xbox at all, so yeah,
Well,
maybe a year after, but not early
Well,
on.
that's the big question, because last year it revealed at E3 hashtag Spider-Man PS4. It insinuated that it would be an exclusive without saying it. And much like Dead Rising 4 on Microsoft's stage last year, instead of Xbox One and Windows 10 exclusive, it said come in to Windows 10 and Xbox One. Sure enough, it moved over to PS4. I'm guessing the same might happen,
But
but that's just a
Yeah,
guess.
there's just more to this. It's an intellectual property that is owned by Sony, not
Yeah.
by Sony PlayStation. You know, as much as they are the same company, they're 2 different divisions, 2 different
Yeah.
sides. And I don't think that Sony Pictures, or rather the side of Sony that owns this IP, I don't think they will want to see it on a Microsoft console.
But at the same time, if Sony is smart, they'll have it on both consoles just so they could make twice as much money out of it.
Well, yeah, that's
And at the
yeah,
same
way.
time as well, like I wouldn't be
Speechless.
yeah speechless. I wouldn't be
Happy?
no. I'm kind of hoping that they bring it out, that they only bring it out for the PS4. Reason being, I don't play my PS4 that much, so if it is a
reason
PS4
to.
exclusive,
yeah,
it gives me more of a reason to go to PS4.
definitely.
Same with like I haven't played Uncharted 4, and they're also bringing out a new Uncharted in it with Chloe from the second one in
Yeah,
it.
it's like
The-
girls only.
Girls
It's like a
yeah,
like a
so-
standalone. I imagine it's a standalone Uncharted: The Lost Chapter.
It's
Like
a
a
side
couple
shoot.
hour
It's an offshoot from the standard
segment.
game. Yeah.
The
Extended universe.
with Insomniac as well, and the Sony sort of stuff.
Infamous.
If I was, that's a different developer.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
If Sony, like if I'm a developer, I want my game on all the platforms.
But that's why they signed
But-
this exclusivity deal.
No, but that's the thing. Like, I get the exclusivity deal. Like, you know, if you want Spider-Man, you've got to get a PlayStation. I get why, but money-wise, it depends. I was thinking money-wise, they're
Well-
probably better off going on more platforms than just keeping it restricted.
You're a dev, you make
Right.
games and you're approached by Sony. We only want your games on our console. You better pay for it then. You better pay me the same amount
Yeah,
of money
yeah.
it would cost me, or I would make, for releasing on 2 consoles.
Exactly.
They get paid the same amount of money. The devs get paid their money, but it's us that lose out then.
Yeah.
People like me who don't own a PlayStation, I will not get to play Spider-Man.
Well, unless I, come over, you can play a bit.
Look at
maybe.
Minecraft.
Yeah, Minecraft's huge.
absolutely mental. But now Microsoft own it. The amount of fuss that they were having about putting that on the PlayStation.
Yeah. And now it just came to the Switch the other day.
Yeah, but it's not. That's because Microsoft and Nintendo have agreements.
Yeah.
Whereas Sony, at every juncture that Microsoft tried to talk to them about something, Sony shut them down.
Yeah.
Cross-platform gaming, Sony's answer. People don't want cross-platform gaming. Every single person on the planet that plays games, multiplayer-wise, wants cross-platform gaming.
Definitely.
Everybody wants it. Sony, no, people don't want it. I don't know where they get their information from.
That's a different...
they're on a different planet, I think.
Exactly.
Different discussion for another time. So furthermore, I think I said furthermore already, at least once or twice.
Furthermore.
So next up, we have Shenmue 3. I'm guessing it's still a way off because that
we've seen nothing.
Kickstarted.
Yeah.
2 years ago. No, that was 2 years ago. Is
It
when
was a
they
while ago.
announced the thing for that. So we may get an update, may not. Final Fantasy VII remake. I'm guessing
I've
still
heard
a
episodic.
ways off.
I've heard episodic.
Episodic.
I'm not happy about that.
I'm ways off. I'm not happy about episodic.
I want the full game out in one go. I don't want to pay 30 quid for the first episode, which only takes you as far as probably escaping Midgar.
Yeah.
And so on from there. This is a game that takes, what, like 70 hours worth of your life?
It's going to be a long
And they want
time.
They're going to make you pay 30 quid every 6 months.
Not unless they bring out a season pass.
No, but it's not that kind of thing. You don't get typical season passes for episodic sort of games. I know Hitman did well with it.
Yeah,
Telltale do.
was fantastic. Telltale.
But is Telltale that sort of... It's not exactly... it is an episode, but it doesn't feel like it. You know, there's a lot of depth in each episode.
Right.
It depends really on how many episodes they want to release Final Fantasy in. If they want to do 6,
different.
I think it'll be taking the mick. If they want to do 3 or 4, I think that might be okay.
Depends on the pricing strategy.
Yeah,
I don't think... It depends on how many episodes, depends on the price. But if it was 4 or 5 episodes, I don't see it being 30 quid an episode.
No,
I see it
probably
being
not, but 30
10,
and then
15.
20 and 20.
I'd go for the 15 mark. Reason being, obviously, it's a remastered game, so in theory, why would you pay?
It's not remastered. It's rebuilt.
It's remade.
It's completely remade.
Just a completely
exactly.
fresh take.
Everything, right?
Yeah, because
you haven't
it was
got
on the PS1,
old,
wasn't it?
Yeah, you haven't got this old turn-based style of combat now. It's all free roam combat. It's like playing. Well, it's like playing. Everybody's playing God of War and Devil May Cry now. It's
Final Fantasy 15.
yeah. You just
Love that.
pretty much doing what you want when you want. So I hope that it's going to be worth the money. I really do. It's a
Without a
game that
doubt.
it's a game that holds a lot of memory for me. Like.
Yeah.
A lot of people say that it's the best Final Fantasy game of all time.
I say the one after. I say number 8. I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, 8, 10 is highly regarded, I believe.
I hated 10.
Like people love the characters and the story.
Oh,
more
they
than
wound me
anything.
up. That 10 was the one where you had those girls that were in a girl band in 10-2.
All right.
Yeah.
I haven't got a clue.
Girl band?
Yeah, you in the first 10 you get like sucked out of your dimension into another dimension where water, football, swim sort of game was being played, and one of the guys who's on your team is one of these like athletes,
Right.
but instead of fighting he kicks a football at everything.
Fair enough.
That's Final Fantasy for you, Japanese. Yeah, that's just the way they are.
I want to know as well on Sony stage, where is Sucker Punch after Infamous? Where are they? What are they doing? I want to see, because Infamous
Second Son,
was a great game. Like,
better than the first by far.
really good. Like
refined.
the characters, the story, the gameplay was so refined.
Yeah.
Just going in through the vents, shooting up in the air, launching all your different
Where you just turn into
stuff.
like pure energy and travel about. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Reminded me a lot, see, of what's that other game? It's set in New York and you play this guy who's been infected with something. Prototype, yeah. I didn't get to play
Alex
Prototype
Mercer.
2. That's him. Remind me very much of Prototype, but
Yeah.
it's not made by the same guys, is it?
No.
No, I didn't.
Prototype is.
I like Prototype. It was quite funky. But
I don't know.
You don't know.
I can't remember who the developer was, but
I think though secretly Sucker Punch is probably in development with a new Infamous game or something with a new project maybe.
I'd say new IP.
project. Yeah.
Yeah.
New IP, I'd predict.
It's the same as the guys who made Last of Us and stuff like that, Naughty Dog, and you think they don't want to saturate the market with the same stuff. Maybe in a few more years' time they might bring out another sequel for it, but
Yeah.
they don't want to make another Call of Duty, bring the same thing out over and over and over. Give it a break, move on to something a bit different.
Exactly. Take what they've learnt, build it into a new franchise. Because when they've sort of learned so much over the years, they want to transfer it rather than being restricted to the same genre and story. Because they'd be like, oh, we could use this for this, but we're making another Infamous, so we've got to do this.
Yeah,
I think
They
they
won't
need to spread their wings.
Bethesda though.
Bethesda, they started 2015 with their conferences.
They do.
And that was the year Fallout was announced. 6 months later, it was released.
Yeah, anything that's announced by Bethesda this year is going to be out before the end of this year.
I would love to believe that. I'm trying to think what they have going. So Fallout VR they announced last year.
Yes, yeah. And more DLC for it.
Yeah, more DLC. They've announced with the Project Scorpio. They know that the Scorpio will handle that.
With the VR.
The VR is going to the HTC Vive. So I don't know whether we're going to get an announcement of what the Microsoft sort of
as far as I'm aware, the Vive
is.
is not something that won't work with the Scorpio, it's just haven't been confirmed.
Yeah, so we'll hopefully get more details on that.
The Rift is the only one that has been confirmed for Scorpio work.
Yeah, that's right. Fallout wise, the VR aspect is very interesting. Like, I never played Fallout in depth. It was more of like a half hour here and there when I just found it lying on my shelf. I want to play it a bit more. The VR aspect, like, I can imagine sort of walking around and then a massive, is it the Death Claw? They just coming up on one of those.
And it thumps again. It's like the tank on Left 4 Dead. You hear the vibrations like thump, thump, thump.
Yeah.
You shit your pants. Then you pull out your Pip-Boy and you travel along, you pull out your shotgun and then whee.
So literally, if you didn't get the Pip-Boy edition, like I did, so I've got the real life Pip-Boy, maybe not as...
Aren't you supposed to put your phone in that?
Yeah, you just get the app, put your phone in it, and it just works and syncs up. I'd never properly tried it.
Because you looked weird.
Yeah, I can't imagine any... Some people would do it, definitely, but I can't imagine anyone, like, literally every game session they want to jump on Fallout, attaching it to their arm, putting it in and doing the whole shebang. Some people do if they really love it.
David Evans down the road, he's in his room, big square, he's got the VR headset on, he's got the Pip-Boy on his arm, just for authenticity, he's got a blue onesie, he's got a blue and yellow striped onesie on as well, so he feels like he's Mr. Fallout.
Vault uniform.
Yes, and he probably plays as a female character with tit mods.
So that kind of sounds like Fallout Go. Imagine if they like kind of did that.
Fallout Go.
Going down the street.
You know what? That's not a bad idea, to say.
Yeah.
Lara Croft Go was awesome. Hitman Go was great. I haven't played Deus Ex Go.
You weren't big on Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Go.
No, because that's nothing to do with the same game type.
Yeah.
You're talking about something different to what I'm talking about then.
Yeah. I'm guessing he's thinking about coming up against creatures and just.
I'm thinking about
I mentioned it because he just said, "Oh, David down the street." So I meant like you're actually him playing down the street.
No.
Right. No. So to segue back, Wolfenstein. We believe it's on its way, and we believe it's called New Colossus. Last year at E3 when they started the conference, they had the sort of computer screen command prompt with the like directory stuff. Clicked on it.
It was apparently
new Order, Old Blood, New Colossus, and then it went into like Quake, BE3 Begin, and all that.
It could be a teaser, it could be a lie.
Why am I only now hearing about this?
A new Wolfenstein.
New Wolfenstein.
New.
Because you live in a shed.
Machine Games they've been hard at work at something, and they've got to have done another Wolfenstein.
Yeah,
I'm
hoping that they're going to bring out. Don't get me wrong, I want a new single player campaign, but I'm really hoping this time they actually put some effort into the multiplayer and bring back some form of enemy territory.
Right, I get you.
Wolfenstein enemy territory was standout in the series.
Enemy territory.
It was
Quake enemy territory.
Yeah, that was way after.
Alright, so I didn't know there was a Wolfenstein enemy.
That's where it started.
Right, okay.
It was an expansion disc that you'd buy and it converted the entire multiplayer, but it was one of the first multiplayer games, shooters, where it introduced classes.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, you didn't run around picking up weapons on the map, you started with your weapons, flamethrower class, rifleman and all that and everything.
Yeah.
I wanted to bring stuff like that back in, Because I find with these games, they don't put a lot of effort in the multiplayer, and the servers are shocking. Shocking. Yeah.
I never got around to playing multiplayer for Wolfenstein.
Anyway, you mentioned Quake. What's this Quake like?
So, Quake Champions, which is currently in its sort of beta tech test phase.
When was the last Quake?
Years ago. It's been a long time.
Quake Arena?
I think it might have been Quake Arena, no, wasn't Quake 4, was it? I'm not sure. All I know is, like, when I used to play it, it was like Quake 2, Quake 3.
Yeah.
Sort of back then.
I believe the last Quake was called Quake Arena. It was a free-to-play game via Steam and other sources and stuff. But that was about 3-4 years ago.
Yeah.
So it's been a long time coming.
Well, this is, I believe it's another free-to-play game.
Makes
You
sense.
jump in and it's...
Microtransactions?
Haven't seen any, but it's only in the beta tech test, so there might actually be. It's fast-paced, run around, shoot
What they call
you in the eye action.
It's what they call a rail
crazy.
shooter, isn't it?
Yeah,
Because it feels like you're on rails. There's no wobbles. There's nothing. You fall off any height. You just
you just sort of keep running, keep going, and
if you stop, you're dead.
It's a multiplayer arena type deal. There's some game modes.
Started a lot of it there, really.
Yeah, it kickstarted multiplayer gaming, along with like GoldenEye. That was for shooter multiplayers, and that was particularly. That was shooters in general, actually.
Quake was around before that.
No, but I mean like Unreal Tournament.
Unreal was doing well as well. No, I'm thinking the other one. The other one coming out of id Software. Quake and.
Can't remember right now.
Carry on, I'll think of it.
You want about Doom?
No.
Go on.
Sadly, I've only played Wolfenstein: The New Order.
Yeah.
But from playing that, a new Quake would probably be fantastic as a multiplayer on next gen consoles.
Did you not play Old Blood?
I haven't played Old Blood yet.
Oh, it's much better than
Don't
New
think
Order.
I played Old Blood.
Oh, it's much better than New Order.
That was after New Order, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it's a sequel following on from the original. Yeah.
It's like a standalone sort of chapter.
It basically explains how he got from the end of like the first game, or rather Wolfenstein 2, or Return to Castle Wolfenstein as he called it. It explains how he got from there to where he ends up in New Order.
Yeah, it looks really good. Evil Within 2, that's got to be a thing on its way. I'm sure I've heard that it is in development. It is sort of in the pipeline, but I think we'll see it.
Good survival horror games are rare.
Bethesda.
Yeah, so it'd be nice to see one come out with a lot more class.
Yeah. So Evil Within, horror game.
I honestly can't watch horror films or play horror games because I instantly
I love them.
It's
not the fact that I get scared. It's the fact that I have really messed up dreams.
Right.
Like literally.
Right. Okay.
Messes my head up completely, and I just can't play them.
That's fair enough. Me and horror games.
Lucidity.
I just lose my shit.
It's a fairy.
Alien, for example.
I loved Isolation.
He's off the screen. You don't know where he is. You're waiting for him to show up.
It's the suspense.
And it's the suspense that kills me. It really does.
Killer.
So, Evil Within 2, we got Morrowind then. That's likely to sort of be a thing. Or we've just released, or we are releasing. No, by the time the conference is, we would have just released Morrowind. That's what they're going to be like. Here's this, and here's maybe something else. And there's 2 unannounced RPGs that they've said, there's biggest Fallout, biggest Elder Scrolls. They're on their way. New unannounced RPGs that I want to see at least one of them, and I'm hoping one of them will be out this year, because Bethesda now for the end of the year, I don't know what they've got nothing really like announced RPGs.
No, yeah, I do believe it. They've done it all the time. Every time they announce a game, 6 months later the game is out.
Yeah.
They don't mess around. They just literally say, we're not going to overhype this, do it for 2 years, and then bring it out. We're going to tell you, this is what it is. It's going to go mental, everybody's going to go nuts, and then bang, it's out. So if they announce a new RPG, we might see it before the end of the year. But I'm definitely certain we'll see Fallout VR before the end of the year.
Right. That would be quite interesting.
Coincide with the Scorpio.
Coincide with the Scorpio. I think they're big. Was it 2015? They holiday game was Fallout. 2016 was Dishonored 2. Both rave reviews, like one of the games of the year.
Yeah, they won mega awards.
Mega awards this year. I'm expecting another type deal, but it's crazy that we don't know what that could be.
They've got
they're
plenty
good
of background. They've got loads of history to draw from.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
I'd much prefer to. My head's gone blank. Don't worry.
His head's gone blank. Okay, so finishing off topic 1, that was our sort of rundown what we like to see for Sony and Bethesda.